Do the test.
And here we go. Just get those wonderful toys.
Are you playing in the bathtub with your little doll?
Consider this. What is the purpose of a toy?
To be played with.
Therefore, to not play with it would be
Illogical. Damn it!
You can do it, Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Would you look at that? A toy show. What do you say we go in there and see what they got? Step right up in here, all about wonderful plastic pieces of marbles. Only here on Collectable Past.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another Collectible Past episode. We're going to be talking about some fun stuff. We're going to be talking about toys. We are going to be talking about FUGAZIFORMERS. They're more than just K.O.s. It's one of those things that I've been meaning to go over for a while now, like how to spot some of these fakes, just some of the weird fake toys that were out there. There's going to be other stuff that we're going to be touched on, but that is going to be the bulk of what I'm going to be bringing to the table today. And as always, I am joined by my co-host with the most. We are joined by one of our people. We got Shifty Gizm. What's going on, Shifty?
Hey, pretty good. What's going on, man? And I actually saw some Fugazi Transformers over at Five Below this week, and I was like, "Wow, that's something right there." They were pretty big for a fake one, but yeah, they're available right now. Fugazi Transformers at Five Below.
Hey, you know what though? Here's the funniest thing, and I've said this numerous times, like over the years. So you had Transformers, you had GoBots, which were the two main lines of transforming robot toys that were out there. I mean, of course, then you had other things like you had He-Man and you had the knockoffs of He-Man, like Dragon Riders of the Sticks and all these other weird freaking toy lines that were out there. There were lots of weird knockoffs for every single franchise, the fake bootleg TMNT toys that they had there. Sometimes, though, these knockoff toys, I think, are absolutely hilarious. They have such great, almost nostalgic appeal to them because of how goofy some of them are, and you just don't see them done as absolutely retarded as they were back then. There's no other way to say it. There's no other way to say it, man. But I do think that they really helped, especially with like the Transformers stuff like that. It did help with the robot craze because not everybody could afford to get the real thing. So some of these knockoffs were super dirt cheap, and any household could be able to get a couple of those. So, I mean, it definitely helped out for the whole, entirety of that genre of toys that were coming out at the time. But, yeah, man, good to see you. Everybody hanging out in the chat. What is going on? The first one that was in the house was super fan Adam Shawhan. He was in there a little early there, Adam. Way early. What's going on, Gap After Dark, man? What's going on, man? I hope that you're doing well. Guys, everybody watching, everybody's lonely watching and not talking in the chat. Guys, remember to go ahead and share the links out there. Let everybody know we're going. Let everybody know live because there's always the games with YouTube. It has never ended. It's never going to end. It's always a bunch of fucking foolery with those people. But we're going to sit here and we're going to have fun anyway, despite with the jackholes that YouTube are trying to pull. So I'm going to start this off, as I always do, with one of the pigs, bringing some knowledge. We're going to do some toys from the past. It's been a hot minute since I did one of those. And this one is kind of a repeat performance. We've done this one a long time ago, but for everybody that didn't catch that, I hope you enjoy this part of the segment.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
How you can
Greetings, humans. This is Indy. Welcome back to Toys from the Past. On today's Toys from the Past, we will be talking about something that is a little bit different than an average toy line. 1985's K.O.s premium giveaway, the Starbots. This followed on the heels of the transforming robot craze, such as Transformers and GoBots. Every company was getting into this absolute juggernaut of a sale and advertising campaign strategy. Of course, all these different transforming toys were absolutely on the minds of every kid, and every parent was quite aware of that. So toy companies and of course cereal companies were looking to be able to cash in and use this as an incentive for parents to buy their brand of cereal, knowing that every child wanted one of these, and this premium giveaway in their cereal box would no doubt drive further sales for their product. I had two jets, two of the helicopters, and this weird Enterprise looking spaceship. And I also managed to be able to take these and somehow turn them into a Gestalt or a combiner, because imagination. Get one, kids. It's going to help you out. It came in a variety of different Kellogg's cereals, such as Honey Smacks, Fruit Loops, and one that's often forgotten about, called OJ's. There were quite a few other cereals in the Kellogg's lineup that also carried these premium toys, but not every single Kellogg's product did, because not every single Kellogg's product was aimed at kids. Guys, this was another fun one to be able to pick up, and I always said, it's not just Transformers, it's just not GoBots, but it's some of these often sublines of transforming robots that really did help drive the craze for the transforming robots well beyond those two main franchises. Guys, do you remember the Starbots from Kellogg's? Thank you for joining me, Indy, on this Toys from the Past episode.
So there we go. Intro in, intro out. We're starting off with the Starbots, talking about the Fugazi Transformers. I did manage to pick up a few of these because all my original toys, the Transformers, my original Toy Biz, Marvel figures, and they were all stolen years and years ago. But I did manage to pick up a few of these a few years back. And I was actually kind of surprised how much these free premium toys out of cereal boxes were going for on the aftermarket. I was not expecting to see like $15, $20 for a cheap little cereal toy. I was not.
Dude, all that stuff back then is going for obscene prices. Like I linked some stuff in our group, some Nintendo stuff that people were paying obscene prices for, that I had hundreds of, like Nintendo cards, sticker cards. They're going for hundreds of dollars now, and I had like huge stacks of them. So anything from back then that reminds you of your childhood, no matter how rinky-dink you think it might have been, and you tossed it to the side or threw it away, it's now worth a lot of money to some people. It's crazy. We could be millionaires if we kept all that stuff.
Well, you know what's funny about that too is sometimes the stuff that you think would be worth a lot of money sometimes might not be, because here's the thing: even though a lot of these things on paper, you think that every last one of them should be worth something because of how old they are or how rare they are. It's only worth something if the person on the other end thinks that it's worth that much to them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where you get some of these weird sales and everything on a lot of these different sites, especially these online sites, where the price, it's astronomical. And you're looking at it like, why? Why? So it's just because the people that are looking at it at that time really think that it has that much value. So,
yeah, I saw another Instagram video just last night, and the guy had it in a box, and he was like, "This is the Holy Grail. This is my Holy Grail Nintendo find." And he opens it up, and it's a cup of pencils with Link pencil toppers on there, and he's got like a dozen of them. I had those too when I was a kid, and he had bought that for like $200 or something. No, he paid $300 for. And I'm like, I had a bunch of those. I don't understand. Like something like that would bring that much money. But these Starbots things, I had several of them because, God, kids don't understand how cool it was back. Well, hopefully they're eating better now. But when we were in the 80s, we were lured into the sugary cereals by these toys and stuff. And they had a lot of cool pack-in toys, and these Starbots were pretty neat. I know I had a few of them, like that the white space shuttle. That was one of the ones I had. It was pretty cool.
Hey, what's going on? RR joining us in. Hey, what's up, buddy, man? Hope that you're doing well. Yeah, I remember it was so weird too because a lot of these things they came in different colors, and you always hope to get the best colors for some of them because some of the colors were just god awful. Like I don't know why they picked them. Like they had that weird silver for the Starbots. Like it just looked completely off. Like the blue, the what was it? It was the blue. There was the white, and I think there was I can't remember if it was it red? I think it was red. And then there was that weird silver one, and the silver one just looked completely off with everything else.
Yeah.
Like what a bad pick for a color.
Yeah, they had some great pack-ins back then. They had the little like submarines.
There he goes. He cuts out. I take it you're talking about the ones that you dropped the what was little tablets?
I
the
think
one
I
with the
liked
tablets. You dropped that for a second.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The ones where you can have the tablets or baking soda and it would drop into the tub.
Right.
But of all the pack-ins that they had back then, I think my favorite was and these would get really funky. They would get really nasty because they were sticky. But the octopuses that you would fling at the refrigerator and they would crawl down, but then they would pick up all the dirt and lead and everything. But they were still awesome.
Yeah, once those things hit the floor and pick up all that dirt, you're sitting there washing off in the sink for hours. They eventually started selling them at the bubblegum machines too, like outside Toys R Us or maybe sometimes in the mall. And what's going on? Chris Ball.
Hey,
Chris Ball. No, you guys are talking about like wacky wall walkers.
Well, we started off talking about Starbots, and then we went into the wacky wall walkers. Yeah, we're just talking about some of the oddities that they used to pack in with cereals and everything.
Dude, okay, here's a highly personal but hilarious story. So it kind of supersedes the personal stuff. When I was a kid, my mom took us on a road trip and went into the convenience store and came out with candy for my sister and I. Don't eat this all at once because it's got to last the entire day. We're like, okay. I think I was about 5 years old, and I looked at it, and it was on a yellow blister pack, and it was a snack or something, and it was called like Crazy Squid. And my sister got the strawberry one. I got the grape one or whatever. And I knew something was off because it said safe and non-toxic.
Yeah, don't worry about this. This just looks like it might kill you. You're gonna be fine. You'll be fine.
No, my sister ate the strawberry one, and she can no longer eat anything that's gummy, like gummy candies or gummy bears, because I don't think that was a snack. How many candy? Like, when was the last time you pulled candy out of a blister pack and it was labeled safe and non-toxic?
Oh God.
I think it was a wacky wall walker.
That's terrible. I bet you were laughing then too, weren't you?
Well, I didn't I pulled it out and like I'm more of a salt kind of person. Like if you want to get me like with snacks, I get like chips or salty things. My sister's more of like the sugary things. So I took one look at it. I opened it up and I think I licked it or something. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't taste too good. So I left it alone, never ate it or anything. And my sister ate the whole thing. And I think she ate a strawberry wacky wall walker or a strawberry scented wacky wall walker.
What was it? Was it sticking on the way out?
12 flushes later.
I need to swallow some Dawn and everything is sticking on the way out.
Now I'm thinking about the video I saw the other week with the cat with worms. Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on.
Yes. Sorry, now that I've like, traumatized everyone.
It's okay. People, they'll get back. Yeah, you can get that liquid plumber, intestinal plumber. But okay, I'm going to move into the second one, and this is part of the Fugazi part of the FUGAZIFORMERS. So this is something that I wound up picking up in a lot, and what I'd seen when I originally bid on this thing is what I thought was something that was old school and legit. And then after I got it and I started examining, this is why you always got to know what you're picking up. You can't always tell sometimes from the pictures that some of these people put up on some of these online sites. But after I got this in hand, I started seeing all the problems, and I was like, ooh. There was a good story at the end, and I will, after I show this, say exactly what happened. But here we go with our toy show-off.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
This one, on first glance when I seen it, and I thought it was a Diaclone or possibly Diachron is which the name was given to what Takara tried to market in the United States of that original Triple Changer tank plane robot that Takara put out in their Diaclone series. That's what I thought it was. Then I thought, well, it could also be an eHobby exclusive because they did one, same colors, and they called him Overcharge. And that's pretty much how he would look. Now, this guy doesn't have the wings for the jet form, and that's where the stamping is on this one. But if you look on the sides right here, the old Blitzwing, and let me get an original Blitzwing, because I do have one, because I always wanted to get a Diaclone version of this guy. But unfortunately, it didn't quite happen, but I want to thank the seller for working with me on that. Had a couple of auctions that didn't go exactly as planned, but there we go, a Blitzwing. You can see they both look very similar, but there is something to look for to see if it's legit. And I talked about the little buttons right here, and you'll see there's a little button right here. That's for the spring firing missiles that came out of them. Now, by the time they brought them over with Hasbro, they weakened these springs, so they just barely pushed out at all. But the original Takara ones had pretty powerful springs that shot these missiles out quite far. You look at this one. This is completely sealed over. There's no spring. There's no hole right there. This is actually a knockoff. It is a fairly well done looking knockoff. It looks pretty legit, like all the die cast and everything on there. But yeah, it's a knockoff to look like the old Diaclone one. But there we go with that. Guys, hope you enjoyed looking at this. Maybe learn something new about what to spot when you're trying to get old vintage Transformers. One quick addendum here for the original Blitzwing. Most people always have them like this. Actually, this is supposed to be the front of the tank. You can tell by the way this drops down in the front and the back doesn't drop down. That's just the back end. This is supposed to be the front of his tank mode, and that's really how he should look. So I know a lot of people put him the other way and they complain about, oh, well, the nose cone of the jet sticking out front. Nah, this is the way it's supposed to look.
Whoa.
There you go with that. What? No, Guinea. What's going on, Parrothead? And All Right Productions Film. Hello, it's me. Well, hello to you. I'm not really sure who you are just yet, but yeah, sometimes when all your hopes and dreams have shattered, the fire in your heart is growing, Yeah. That damn knockoff looked legit. Yeah, and it did have the die cast and everything in there. The colors looked exactly right to what the Diaclone and what the eHobby exclusive looked like. That's what really threw me for a loop. But once I noticed that there was no place to put the missiles on, the missile, the spring is missing, the button's missing for it, and yeah, that's when I started like really inspecting this thing. I was like, yeah, this is a damn knockoff. It was a very, very good looking knockoff too. Now the seller did work with me. He didn't realize, he's like, dude, I don't know enough about these to, I thought it was legit. And I said, look, not everybody who collects these things, knows everything about them or enough about them to really be able to tell if it was real or not. I just happen to know what to look for, because without the wings there, you can't see the stamping. So it's kind of like, like getting a Optimus Prime trailer. There's legit, other than like a number 3 or something like that on the inside of his legs, there's no Takara, there's no Hasbro stamped on the cab of Optimus Prime. It had no stamping whatsoever on it. So unless you know what to look for, the spot, is this real or not, it's very easy for somebody to get fooled by a fake Optimus if it's done well enough. And it's kind of the same thing with this, tank plane Diaclone guy. Without the wings, there's no stamping, so you got to start looking elsewhere to figure out if it's real.
Hey.
What's going on, Adam? Okie dokie. Yeah, it was a good knockoff. Without the pig's all-seeing eye, I would have been fooled. Yeah, I think a lot of people would have. And like, I don't even know how many people remember those old Diaclone ones where they had, the tank plane. They also had another one which they never included in the Transformers. It was like a helicopter and, oh God, what was it? Like a helicopter jet triple changer?
Oh, I think I had Astro Train when I was a kid. The space shuttle and the
train.
Yeah, well,
the one was the tank and something else. Sorry,
the tank and plane. I just said it.
Yep.
The third one they never included, and I think it was kind of like an Apache helicopter and then something else. And I'm blanking on what the second form was. It looked really cool, and I was always wondering why didn't they include it. It was a pretty cool looking triple changer.
Yeah. Oh, that's odd.
But once again, I got lucky. The seller worked with me. Guy did me a solid too. He took 50% off the price, which it wasn't overly expensive anyway, because it was missing the wings. It didn't have any of the other parts that came with them. The turret for the tank mode is missing.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of an important piece.
In the end, I got the Fugazi thing for next to nothing. Go ahead, Shifty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was just saying, that was a cool deal.
Yeah, man.
I
mean, every once in a while, you'll get a complete jackass on eBay or one of these other sites, but 9 times out of 10, as long as you work with them and try to contact them first, which I have unfortunately have had problems with eBay lately, where one of the auctions that I've been on a while ago, I couldn't reach out to them. I don't know if it was a problem with eBay and their app as usual, because eBay always has problems, and then they never want to talk to anybody because it's like every other company. They want you to go through their AI bot bullshit. But yeah, for whatever reason, it kept closing out the chat window, and I couldn't get a hold of the guy, so I just reached out to eBay, and then they put me in touch with him, and the guy was like getting mad at me. I was like, dude, I tried to reach out to you 3 separate times. It kept closing the message center down. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Get screwed over because you didn't include everything that was in the picture?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure it's because the guy had a lot of lots, and yeah, he was like, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to get it right out, but he was a little salty that I reached out to eBay, and it was like, well, what do you want me to do, guy? I normally reach out directly, but shit happens.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like that knockoff though that you were showing, I kind of liked its coloring more than the original, like the
that gray and green. Yeah,
that looks cool.
Yeah, like I said, that was the original Diaclone colors and everything, and they did an eHobby exclusive, and they called them overcharged. So they would do that for the eHobby exclusive for these bot cons, they would take an older Diaclone one, the coloring at least, and then they would use that as an exclusive at the cons. Kind of smart. Don't get salty with the pig. Yeah, shit happens, man. As long as everything worked out in the end. I mean, it wasn't like I gave the guy a bad review or anything. I don't know why he's getting all bitter. All right, well, I got 2 more things to show. I got your stuff already loaded up, Shifty. So,
okay,
whatever point you want to go with those, man. Just due
you're the
diligence,
host.
man. All right, well, let me run these last 2 things, and then if you want, I can run them for you. But talking about the next fake bot. So there's a lot of different ones that you can spot, and I'm going to give you a little heads up on what you're going to look for if you're somebody who's going into the aftermarket and look through some of these bots, especially some of the Transformers tapes, and if you're picking up some of the GoBots. It's really easy if they don't give you good enough pictures and everything like that to get fooled and wind up getting a bunch of Fugazis. So I'm going to show you what to look for, legitimately what to look for. Welcome back for this old school toy time. What are we showing? Got some of those old school cassettes, man. Yeah, the old Transformers cassettes. Got that laser beak right there, right? Got 2 laser beaks. But one of these toys is not like the other. So, the way to tell is if you flip down those wings right there, you see the stampings right inside that wing right there. See the stampings? Both sides. One side usually has Car, and then like this side has Hasbro. That's how you tell that this is a legit laser beak without his head. You got this one right here. Let's go ahead and pop that over there. Both of those wings are clear of any stamping. So this guy legit looks exactly the same. Stickers and everything. No stamping, so it's absolutely Fugazi. How do you tell if you got a Fugazi one? Well, you look right here on the back, this back end right here when he's in tape form, right down at the bottom, right over here. Probably just make it out. There's stamping there. That's where the stamping is for both Rumble and Frenzy, and that's how you can tell if they're real. If I had a Ravage to show off, I would, but his is on the tail. But even though they're not Transformers, they are transforming. So we got some Leader 1s right here. Leader 1, simple placement. You see the underside of these wings, nothing. But if you see right there, the underside of the legs, see Bondi, Japan, MR25. What the hell? There it goes. MR25 right there, and Bondi, Japan down here. This one that looks real, looks legit. Absolutely Fugazi. Wouldn't be able to tell from first glance because they both look so damn good. And almost anybody and everybody that had any kind of GoBots, they had this little black train. They had Loco. Believe it or not, 2 of these guys are fake. Stampings are always on the inside of the legs right here. No stampings whatsoever. Fake. This guy, again, no stampings on the legs. Also fake. This guy. There you go. There are the stampings on the bottom of both legs. And then there's one other thing to tell if your Loco is legit. So you can look up here at the windows, at the cab section of the little locomotive, the train. Now you can see that those are actually punched out there. You kind of see through them. These 2 fake ones, they just put stickers over those windows to simulate windows. They're not punched out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like a mold ripoff. That was like a legit, they made a whole different mold. They didn't even punch out, like,
yep.
Wow.
And most people would miss that. Like, you know, a lot of people know about the MR stampings and everything on the legs, but most people wouldn't notice that. So, that's another easy way to tell that it's a fake, like just right off the jump. So, if the guy doesn't show the legs, as long as you see the side of the figure for Loco, you could see if it's punched out or not, and know it's fake or not.
Yeah, the muscle figures, they have little stampings on the back of their figures too. And there's a lot of people that made counterfeits of those back in the 80s.
Oh, the Keshis, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many companies were doing that shit, and
Yeah.
still do it to this day to a degree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah. Like I said before on an earlier episode, I was ordering DS games at one point on eBay, and I was getting counterfeits, and I learned real quick that the way to figure out easily on most of them is there's a little serial number on the sticker, and partial you take partial part of that code and look on the back, and where they had the numbers stamped on the back of the cartridge. If it matches, it's legit. If it doesn't, it's a fake. And I kept on getting fake ones, and yeah, I had to quit ordering them off of eBay because too many counterfeiters out there.
it's freaking horrible. It's horrible, man.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes the knockoffs are better than the originals, like in modern stuff. Like there's some action figures that come out, and it's like, wow, the knockoff ones are better than the sideshows.
Yeah, the CT toys is everybody raves about those. Those are like the best knockoff figures you can get, and you can get them cheap, supposedly on Temu and other places.
Well, I know what a lot of those knockoffs. There's always some kind of trade off with a lot of them, though.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, yeah, but these are supposedly like really, really good though. I think Vinnie has some of them. Sometime he'll have to pull them out and show them off.
But
They
the
made some
ones that are really good, though. Here's the thing about
Uh-huh.
the ones that really make good product. It's because our company's too small to actually be able to sell for decent money. So a lot of times what happens is those ones that are really good and they're selling for super low like that, knocking everybody off, eventually they wind up getting some kind of partnership, some kind of deal, and then all of a sudden they're making big bucks. Case in point, the guys that were doing the Transformer auto transforming Optimus Prime, Megatron, the guys that originally did that were selling those things online, and they were only selling them for like I don't know, like it was 150 to 200 some odd dollars. They were selling that original Optimus Prime for. Hasbro seen the quality of it, and then they did some kind of partnership deal with them. Logo stamped the damn thing and then started selling for over $1,000 some odd dollars.
Wow. Yeah, CT Toys. The reason why they're so good, they were actually the company that made the Mafex figures, and so they kind of like kept the molds and started making them themselves. So it was kind of underhanded, but. They do some crazy stuff over in Asia. So,
Speaking of which, over in Asia, Gap says I heard someone somewhere that somebody had bought a couch from Temu and it ended up being the size of a dollhouse. RR says you talk about downsizing. Right now, Shifty is saying like, "Hey, how small is that thing? I might be able to use it for my figures."
Yeah, it's Temu and that other site I forgot the name of.
Wish.
Dang it. No, it's another site that sells. Yeah, I don't forget the name of it. Maybe it'll come to me here.
I will say this. I mean, a lot of people talk about Temu and some of the friggin' underhanded shit that they do. Here's something. Even if you have a decent experience and you buy something off them, guess what? The minute you buy anything from them, they will be sending you email spam.
Yes.
Forever.
Yes.
It will never end.
I've been having this problem because I got to handle my mother's emails and stuff, and somehow she got it tied to her Google account, and they're 5 to 10 emails every day.
AliExpress, I believe.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it.
And
That's
what's
it.
going on to the Time Prophet, man? Long time no see, man. I hope that you recovered from everything that you were going through before, man. I remember you were going through a lot of stuff, and you've been out of the loop for a while, man. I hope that everything is better for you, man. I hope that you're doing well, man. Thanks for stopping in. I mean, a lot of us have been going through some shit. I am included in that mess. I went through shit right before my birthday too, of all times, because that's the way it always works. A week to 2 weeks before or after my birthday, something fudged up will happen.
Oh yeah,
every time, man.
Yeah, it's weird like that. Like my dad, every other February, it's always in February something happens to him, and it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Anytime, yeah. I don't use the word community just because there's a lot of other people on YouTube that absolutely played that the hell out with their community, their fellowships, and this, that, and the other thing. And the minute somebody needs help, you won't see this son of bitches anyway. They'll turn the lights off and they'll run like it's a freaking roach motel. Just went out of business. Yeah, but you've got a lot of good people in all these spheres that we're in. That hey man, you reach out. Even if we can't help you financially or anything out, we could absolutely share any of your information out there in case you're looking for help with anything like that. So there's a lot of good people around in the spheres that we all travel in. So hopefully I'm getting a job soon. It's been taking all my time looking for them, man. I understand it. It took my wife a year to find a new job, so I get it, man. Once the bills start piling up, man, woof.
Yeah, that's not sorry, man. Yeah, that's a terrible thing to experience.
Yeah.
No, it's never any fun to go through that shit. But all right, real quick, we are going to take a pause and we're going to play toys from bygone eras because everybody likes seeing that old school shit from days gone by. Maybe see shit you probably never seen before. We dug one out of the vault for this, and then we're going to be right back with some more toy fun. Hang on to your asses, folks. Don't go nowhere.
I am your Professor Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. Welcome to Toys from Bygone Eras.
From Gaucho, Mr. Chips, Scooter Pie, and Fudgetown comes with Batman and Robin, a quality Aurora model you build yourself, just 50 cents. Send today for your official Batmobile hobby kit. Learn how from Murray Packages.
He's a demon in a beat-up Chevrolet. It ain't worth $1, so he wrecks it every day. Now here is Killer's SSP smash-up derby set, and you can hoot and holler, cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Crash, bang, crack 'em up, put 'em back again. Crash, bang, smash 'em up, it's smash-up time, my friend. Killer's SSP smash-up derby set comes with everything you see right here.
No rain, but your car's bound to get dirty. So give your car a car wash, make it look like new. Watch it in the car wash that lets you see right through. Mr. Kelly's car wash, that's the one for me. Hey, Mr. Kelly, wax it beautifully. Drive up the ramp, hook the chain, it runs by battery. Clean, scrubs, and dries your car automatically. Mr. Kelly's automatic car wash. What a toy! From a hidden tank, fill overhead water tower, hook on car, throw switch, and automatically cars are wet down, scrubbed all over, and dried while you watch. Mr. Kelly's car wash comes with 2 late model cars, car wax, towels, sponges, and even a sign. Hey, Mr. Kelly, clean my car like new. Mr. Kelly's car wash lets you wax them too. Every boy wants a Remco toy, and so do girls. Mr. Kelly's car wash, that's the one for me.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
G.I. Joe attack! Boom, boom! G.I. Joe takes the hill! Bam, bam! Horrific battle!
Terrific equipment to have a battle with. When you get G.I. Joe and the authentic G.I. Joe equipment, you'll have the greatest realism, the greatest fun you ever had in playing soldier. Box after box of authentic uniforms and equipment, so you can change your G.I. Joe soldier into a camouflage Marine ready for battle, a Navy frogman with complete scuba suit and inflatable life raft, an Air Force pilot with high-altitude helmet and air vest. Get G.I. Joe and get G.I. Joe equipment so you can set up exciting battle action whenever you want. Remember, only G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, if it's not being done by a pig, it's not worth watching.
Oh, wow. Dude, that G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. Yeah.
We had it called Action Force.
Real quick, since the whole thing about the show is Fugazi, especially the Fugaziformers, there was a company that was doing Fugazi G.I. Joes to 12-inch.
Oh,
how did you tell that they were fake? Well, there was a couple of things that they did for G.I. Joe. One is they had a scar on the face. Two, they had a stamping on the butt of the G.I. Joe doll. Number three, and this is the one that the company who was doing the Fugazi G.I. Joes missed out on. The thumbnail on the G.I. Joe right hand was reversed. So the thumbnail was on the inside of the hand. So when they went to copy the G.I. Joe, they put the thumbnail correctly on the outside instead of the inside, and that's how they got caught.
Oh! Man.
Only G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe.
Yeah, and what's going on, K.O.s, man? Good to see you. Good to see you.
What up?
Yeah, everybody was talking about. They were talking about the Corgi Batmobiles. I've got a few Corgi things, man. I got the Batmobile, and I got the Spider-Mans too that Corgi did as well. He wants that car wash. They don't make stuff like that anymore. No, they don't. No. They don't. And yeah, I think most of us know that it was Action Man over there in the UK.
Well, it was like Action Man, and then they the Real American Hero line they turned into Action Force, and instead of Yo Joe, they'd scream Full Force.
Yeah, that to get Batman and Robin, you had to go to Fudgetown.
I knew someone was going to say something about that. That's like, well, we were muted, but as soon as I heard, and you can get Batman and Robin at Fudgetown, I was like,
Time Prophet, it's from a movie. There was a movie called G.I. Joe. It was I think war correspondent who came up with the script for it.
Wasn't it called the Ballad of G.I. Joe?
No, it was just called G.I. Joe.
Oh, okay. They made a movie back in the 40s. I think it was called The Ballad.
Yeah. I thought it was just called G.I. Joe, but I mean, it's been a hot minute since I looked at
government
all that.
issue.
Yeah. Yep, government issue Joe.
Right.
There was, I think, a well-known actor that was in that movie too. I can't remember who it was.
There was. I forget who it was, and he was playing the role of the reporter too. Who the story was based around. He knows about fudge packing. He probably knows about teabagging too. Oh no!
What? Hey now. Oh wow! What's that showing off there?
What you got there?
I just got the statues back out, and we've got some Transformers going on here.
Wow,
devastating. Just to have a little bit of fun, because we have to. We have to show it off, and then we just got a whole lot going on here. This is what I've been working on. Well, just cramming them in there. Need your Hawk 2 to fit all the Autobots. Look at that. Now that took a minute. I'm just saying. That is why I was late. Nice. I apologize, Tommy. I was getting the shelf ready with all the Autobots. And
Don't worry about it. And what's going on in Scrambles?
Hey, Scrambles.
What the fuck did I just walk into? Yeah, teabagging and everything else. Yeah. Wow. Time Prophet knows I'm British and I don't do teabagging. Only coffee. No.
But yeah. I figured I'd show off some coolies real fast, and Tommy's got his coolies, so heck yeah. You betcha. Awesome, thank you.
Yep, thank you, Adam. Cool. And I always appreciate you stopping in, man. And it's nice to hear you sound like you're doing a little bit better. I mean, still thoughts and prayers to our other buddy out there who's still dealing with some stuff, but I heard that he's recovering and he's recovering well. Everybody's thoughts and everything towards Slash's recover appears to be paying off. Let's not tell him that we did something a little bit for higher power stuff. Don't let him know that. Just say that we gave thoughts and good wishes or some bullshit.
Thoughts and flares.
Guinea pig blessings. That's what he got. Was guinea pig blessings from the pig. The almighty pig.
I give him the guinea pig jelly beans. But did you want me to go over one of your pickups there, Shifty?
Yeah, I guess you could.
Okay, the first one.
Yeah.
All right, let's make sure I got that right. Yep, there.
Hey, what's going on? It's Shifty back with another video, and check it out. I bought a lot of stuff at Five Below today. This is one of the three teeny tiny sets that I was looking for. For my various action figures to give them some real life accessories. Is a really cool cooler with ice and bag ice there, and various trays of food and hot dogs and drink cans and cups, and you got a crock pot there, and this is supposed to be a football helmet, but all the water slide decals are improperly placed. So yeah, you got 90 days to take these things back at Five Below, so I may see if I can get a better one, because I got some problems up here. They misaligned the water slide decal on my chicken wings, and it's pretty noticeable. But and also you got to check out, if you get these in store, some of the labels on the drink cans and the cup, they're starting to peel off. Yeah, you got to check that out too. I would like to. Well, I'm going to get my silver paint pen out and paint the top of the cans and maybe the bottom. And I would like to make a custom Coke and Sprite can, and maybe just find some way to print out on some sticky paper the labels and put them on there. They're not really in scale with. They seem too big for the rest of this stuff, but I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, this is a cheap set. It's not going to be 100% correct, but love that bag of ice. Love that cooler. The platters are nice. I'm going to take a silver paint pen to the chili pot, make it stainless steel. But that helmet there, the water slide decals are all in the wrong spots. And man, they really screwed up on that helmet there with putting the decals on that. I may, if I can't find a better one, I may just go ahead and just paint it. The bad part of it is it's got the portion on the face. It's going to be either white or black, whatever you choose, with the face guard over it, because it's not cut out, and that's going to look a little weird no matter what you do. But I don't know, but still, for $5, this is a cool set. I want to get the grill set that Vinnie showed off last week, and the bathroom set, if I can find that. This is just cool stuff. I mean, I get this and the grill set, and then try to make my own little fold-up tables and like a little tablecloth on them, and I can have a whole cookout set up for my Marvel Legends and wrestling figures or whatever. But cool stuff. Teeny tinies at Five Below.
There we go with that one. I was going to say, maybe you could build the table out of wood. And real quick, time profit. I did look it up. 1945, the story of G.I. Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Could you run the intro back again for me?
You're missing an F.
Could you please?
Yeah. God damn it! It did do it anyway. Son of a biscuit. So I have little notations for my end on here, and I have CP, and it was supposed to be Shifty's pickups. So when I typed it, it wound up. I missed the F somehow when I was typing too fast, where the computer was whacking out on me, and it came up Shitty's pickup. And I was dying for a half hour, and I was like, "Oh God, I hope that's not in the intro for it." And it wound up being.
I hope you use gloves.
Well, this I saw a Instagram this morning where a guy has to clean out old apartments that people have left and whatever, and he says he goes, my friend's always like, why did you get stuff and bring it home? Like you find a lot of cool stuff. He goes, like, right there on the floor. You see that? It's a NECA Predator figure. Look how badass it is. And he pans down towards the feet, and there's a huge dog turd on it. I guess that's why I don't pick them up. So, yeah, shitty pickups. Wow. But hey,
Fucking
listen,
Stay Walk.
Gap's over here busting my balls over finding some dollhouse stuff. But hey, look, I mean, you got to treat your action figures to like a party sometime. I mean, I got the cooler there, you got the chili pot. We're going to have us a good ass like cookout at some point. I'm gonna.
But is it going to be a shitty cookout?
Well, hopefully not. No, but wow.
I'll have to fix that.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, that's worse than the Goldberg intro. Wow, that's.
Shifty's like praying for the return of Goldberg now.
Who's next?
You want me to save the other one?
Well, you could go ahead and play it. It's only like a minute.
Yeah, it's like a minute and
2.
11. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a shitty one too. Here we go.
Hey, what's going on? It's Shifty back with another video, and this is more Five Below pickups. One of the main reasons I went out there today, because I saw online that they had Bob's Burgers vinyl figures for $5 a piece, and I'm a pretty big fan of that show. Seen every season except the latest one. I need to get on that. I need to fire up my Hulu and check that out. Check it out. I got Gene. I got Louise. Hell yeah. I got Tina. Yeah, Tina. And I got Linda. They didn't have Bob. I'm going to keep checking because I don't want to pay the $20 with shipping asking price on eBay. I don't want to do that. That's too high. I only want to pay like $5 for them. So I'll keep checking. Hopefully they'll get them in. But yeah, pretty cool. They're not in scale though. You know, me, I have issues with the Simpsons line of them not being in scale. But what are you going to do? I mean, it's still worth it. $5. Bob's Burgers vinyl figures at Five Below. Cool stuff.
Oh damn.
That was shit-tastic, man. Shitty Gizm, you always find the best deals.
No, well, yeah, they win the best deals. I mean, if I could pay it only like $3, that would have been better. But I mean, everything's like $5 in there. So,
well, not everything. Not everything.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
some of their shit is over $10 and shit.
Shitty could tell you all about that.
On the way out to checkout, they had like a bin full of DC ducks, and they weren't the Tubbs ducks; they were knockoff ducks. And I was trying to go through them and try to find a good Superman, but every one of them was hand painted. It looked like, and they all had defects on them, or the paint was chipping.
It looked like somebody painted them, had Tourette's or something.
Yeah, and I couldn't find a good one. I might just grab one because they're only $1. I might just grab one and repaint it next time I'm out there because I got to go back. I got to find Bob. I can't have the whole set and not have Bob. Yeah. And they didn't make a Teddy figure. They need to make a Teddy figure. If you watch the show, you know Teddy's the best character, and they should have made a Teddy. Yeah, this is not good.
Should have made a Teddy. Shitty Gizm wants a Teddy, yo.
Well, I just want to go ahead and say my bad. Now and until God knows when this one dies down.
Never. Got meatball AI fist, you know, to the left of me. I got Shitty Gizm to the upper left, and the guinea pig looking right above.
Hey, that's upper deckism. Call him. He's on top. Oh, that's horrible. I can't believe that happened.
I do have a few. Oh, yeah. I do have a few more things. So let me toss some pictures up here in the thing here. I got pictures. Let me get my thing loaded up here. Okay. I saw this. This is coming out sometime. I don't know when. This is pretty neat, but you could do this right now. You could just buy a G.I. Joe and a Jurassic Park figure, but they're going to start having G.I. Joes coming out with pet raptors, which is kind of, I don't know, that's kind of, taking things a little bit far, but you can do this right now. Just grab you a little raptor from the Jurassic Park line. It'll probably be a better looking raptor too, but yeah, that's cool. And check this out. This is somebody made a custom figure of a long lost cartoon character.
Oh.
And it's a reimagination
of Jim.
Yeah, truly outrageous.
In full slut mode.
Oh yeah. No, well, it's
battle
well,
sex
check this
gear.
out. Check this out. This is
It's when you're
That's
prepared
cool.
for combat sex.
Yeah, it's I would buy that, Jim. That's truly outrageous. Yes.
Showtime
Also,
synergy.
yeah. Also, this week before I shut up, Shitty went to the Walmart and he passed up on Big Lob. I saw Big Lob. I should have bought him. I'm kicking myself now. They had Big Lob. He came with a basketball, and I passed on him. I should have got him, but I didn't. I didn't get him. And that's all I got to say about that.
Oh
shit!
What we lose?
I want to get the picture. I tried to get the picture and something moved. And as soon as it moved, I hit you instead. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Shite. It's just a Tomb Raider Karen. Okay. Laughing out, Shitty kicking himself. Oh no. Eternally Shitty. This is going to be going on for a while.
Oh no.
Shitty never dies. Shitty
Hey,
regrets.
Something I did.
What
see-
about Star Wars Revenge of the Shit?
That's what I read it as a description anyway.
Shitty gives them.
What I did see this week, I was over in the ever shrinking collectible section in my Walmart electronics section. That they had the little collector spot, and it's terrible because they never restock it. We got towards from like last summer still there, not sold. But NECA supposedly stocked a wave of the new re-releases of the 1990 Turtle figures, and it was almost sold out except they had a Mikey there. And I picked them up. I was like, I should get this for $35. But this new version sucks because it only comes with one head. The old one came with like 2 or 3 heads. So I'm like, why do I want to pay this much for it when they took all the extra heads out? So I put it down. Yeah, I'm like, I'll just try to find an old one if I can, because I mean, I want more than one head.
Shitty gives them much more than one head.
You shall not pass. The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Shits. Good shit hunting.
What does everybody want? Head. Everybody need head.
Good shit hunting. Good shit hunting. Is that the part? Is that the movie where he goes up to the window and goes, Hey, I got her shit. How you like them apples?
Apple splatters.
Pulls it out. Pulls out the Terminator 2. Applesauce, bitch.
Flattering. See how one mistake can just lead to something like this.
I love it when a plan comes together.
There was no plan, though. That's
the whole point. There never is a plan. It just happens. Shitty gives them a call.
Speaking of applesauce, Ben Affleck was the shit in Phantom Zio.
Wait, what?
Ben Affleck was the shit in Phantom Zio.
Shit in Phantom, yo.
Yeah.
Dog
Yo,
shit
Affleck
afternoon.
was the bomb.
No.
Lord of the Shitty.
Lord of the Shitty.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Shit. Oh boy.
Yo, why did they?
I am so sorry, Shifty.
Why did they change the name of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone?
They did?
Yeah. It wasn't called Philosopher's Stone in the American version, and it confused the hell out of me.
We don't philosophize over here, man.
No, because a Philosopher's Stone is a real thing, or a mythological thing. It's something that alchemists seek to like turn lead into gold and stuff, and immortality. But like, I'm like, what the hell is a Sorcerer's Stone? Is that like when you like leave a shitty in the
right
living world of
it's sorcering above the toilet?
Teleport a turd from your butt into the toilet.
That bastard left a floater. Oh, make a sticky goal.
He dropped a Sorcerer's Stone.
You know what I'm half expecting to see now? I'm expecting to see a Shitty Gizm account pop up where it's going to have like the Cobra face, like except the Cobra face mask is over a turd or something.
Big old brown.
Bet you'll have his brown pants on.
Yeah. Instead of a blue Cobra Commander, it's a brown one.
Who knows? This might be the thing that puts you over the top, Shifty.
This breakout
I
role.
don't know. He literally was talking about towards and wanting more heads. I'm just saying. Do with that as you want. Shitty gives them. But you're not wrong.
Really?
Again, if they're taking all the stuff out that was in the older figure, you're better off getting the older one.
God,
Yeah.
I hope Time Prophet, dude. I hope that's not true. that just totally made me sad about the sad state of American education.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about modern, I absolutely would believe that. You've seen these pinheads that are running around and some of the dumb shit they're saying.
True that.
Yeah,
I
don't know. Speaking last week, I was buying those $5.50 Simpson figures over at Walmart. They're clearing some out. They may be cheaper now. I ain't been back over there, but if you were trying to collect the basic family set, because Homer and then Marge and Maggie are available now, and if you're wanting all five, forget that. Take them back if you already bought them. Because on eBay, on Target's eBay channel or whatever it is, it's called a Bullseye Deals. You can get the full set of the 5-inch figures for about $22. They got them clearanced out. That's like
nice.
off. Yeah, so you can get all 5 of the regular Simpson figures there.
So somebody's got to get them and send them to Vinnie.
Right.
We got to get him back into the Simpson collecting.
I dropped. I'm back. Okay. Also on Bullseye Deals, Vinny ordered this too. I got it through Target and I got it for $28. But they had the Law and Order classified figure still on the Bullseye Deals for $22. That's Law and Order, the dog and the MP. Yeah, $22.
Dude, they changed. Sorry, I was reading Time Prophet. They changed his Dark Materials to the Golden Compass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Get shit out of Compton. And RR said it's a very shitty state we're in.
Yeah.
And ain't that some shit? You're not wrong.
You said it was going to be a short show tonight, but I don't think so if you keep this up.
Hey, who does number 2 work for?
Gizm's fault, man. It's all your fault, Gizm.
Who does number 2 work for?
Now,
is it a shitty Gizm when you drop a deuce and you feel really good about it?
Escape from Shitty Mountain.
You drop a smile on your face.
My alter ego is Shafty Gasm, but you know you could switch that up like.
Oh, let's go ahead. We're going to wipe this one out for a second as I'm going to show off something else. So I got to show off right here. So we're getting back into the FUGAZIFORMERS. So I got this one right here. Yeah, I spotted this one right away, and I laughed, and I laughed over and over again. Here we go.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Welcome back for this show off. We're going to bring in a little helicopter guy. Oh, what does that look like? Oh man, does that look like a Protectabot to everybody? Is that what it looks like? Oh man, take a look at that guy. That sure as hell doesn't look like blades. I know a lot of you might have been thinking, hey man, that looks like Protectabot blades, man. Yeah, no. That thing is Fugazi. That is Fugazi. That is a fake. Now let's bring in the real blades. His blade doesn't really turn very well. But yeah, see, he's only got a 2-blade prop. He doesn't have a 4-blade, or should I say rotor on the top. You can see that the color differences, there's some big differences in the way this is set up. Down here, you got the gray wheels and everything. He's just got big, just white things right there. You can see this big engine thing in the back that is not painted. So let's go ahead and transfer and see how much more fake that it looks. Blade's kind of getting away on the back of him as well. But yeah, you can see how much different this actually looks. The fake one's a little bit taller too, actually, but let's go ahead and stop that dial, bring it in real quick. So you can just see how phony this damn thing looks. But yeah, there we go with the original on the right and the fake one on the left. They came pretty close faking it, but yeah, you definitely see, even the chest color is different, where he's got the burgundy color that's just solid red all the way around. The details on the face are absolutely washed out just because they did a really poor job, I guess, trying to copy this mold. But there you go. Got to keep an eye on these things, man. Always keep an eye on these things. They try to pass the fake ones off as the real ones all the time on all these damn sites, eBay and everywhere else, because they, you know what? Most of these people, they either don't know or they just don't care. Now I'm forgetting exactly where the marking is for this guy. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It took me a hot minute to find it, and it's really hard to see. But right here on the blade itself, I don't know if you guys are really going to be able to see that, but right on the blade, on the end of the blade, is all his stamping information. Obviously, this fake Fugazi thing has no kind of stamping whatsoever on any of these blades. They don't even have a made in China anywhere. Like, this thing is just so fake. This is really bad. Anyway, guys, there you go. Had to kind of spot a fake blades. You're not wrong. Yeah, you know that they're fake because the real Transformers have the Transformer logo on it, so their disguises do not work. Yeah, there's shit going on here, and always trying to pulling some shitty deceptive shit. Yeah. Transformers shit in disguise. It's true.
wait, so did the OG legit version only have 2 blades, and then the Fugazi version made 4?
Yeah.
So they took liberties with it.
Yeah. They took liberties.
Liberties. Welcome to Shitty Walk.
Man, that's so weird though. Like, it wasn't even like an attempt at trying to knock it off at that point. They're just like, screw it, we're going off the reservation.
Well, I remember this was years ago. So, when they put out the big giant baskets for Easter, sometimes they had those pre-packed ones that, with the big plastic over it. They had a fake aerial bot set in it one year.
Oh.
At first glance, you almost swear it looked like the real thing, but obviously it was so many years later. There's no fucking way in hell that they redid the old area bots and stuffed into an Easter basket for $20. It's not happening.
Yeah. Sorry, kid.
But yeah, it's the same thing. They did some cheap Chinese knockoffs of them and threw in an Easter basket. Like, hey kids, remember these? Yeah.
Oh, dude, that face was terrible on that knockoff.
It was. It was really bad. You okay, Shifty?
Okay.
Big Mike shitty package.
That helicopter looks like something a Lifeline would fly in from G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
Well, they are in the same universe.
Yeah, well,
kind of.
Yeah.
They did do crossovers and everything.
Convenient.
Yeah, when it's convenient.
When it's convenient.
Man.
It's all right, Shitty Gizzle.
That was a shitty sigh. My God. They're not letting up on you tonight, Shifty.
Shit.
It's best that we get this all out in one go, or else it's just going to drag on forever.
Yeah, if you push too hard, we'll get hemorrhoids.
No, that's what. Well,
Okay.
I mean, that's
why you got to drink coffee.
Hey,
Lots and
still
lots
love
of
you.
coffee.
Low
But,
fiber.
I've got the end game for Mr. Fugazi, and guys, I hope you enjoy this.
It's the bird. It's a plane. It's a fire that won't light.
This Fugazi Autobot has got to go. There we go. There we go with a few more shots. Hopefully we're going to put this guy out of his misery. Woo! There goes an arm. There goes the rubber band. Well, appears we're out of shots. So after other destruction with the gun, there's not much left of this guy. The head went flying off. The one arm got taken apart. 3 of the 4 wheels on there got blown off. We only recovered 3 pieces of the propeller out of the 4 sections that should have been there, and then of course the legs just came apart. They were already coming apart when I went to pick it up. They just fell right off. Yeah, BB gun did a number on this guy. Head absolutely MIA. We couldn't find it, so there's no collecting of heads this time. Guys, hope you enjoyed this toy break.
I never knew that like a toy snuff film could be so damn entertaining.
Oh, man, it's so shitty. He don't go to right
Gap's favorite segment. Boom.
Yeah.
He's laughing and crying shitty tears so hard. So destroy that shitty toy. And Time Prophet says, I think you should buy a secondhand microwave for the real shit toys. He got his shitty kicked out of him. Shitty blast damage. Head got blown down into the shitty zone.
Yeah.
Poor Shifty. My bad, Shifty. This is my bad. You missed one F, and look what happens.
Well, you know, it's very shitty.
Oh.
I've seen shittier.
It's been rough on everybody. This has been a real strain for Shifty to get through, but it's okay. I'm gonna run a pick me up for everybody on this one. We're gonna hit a little pigmation. We're gonna have a little bit of fun, and since obviously we had that turd of a bot, we got one more section with that turd of a bot. We had a little fun before we blew him to smithereens. Here we go with this week's pigmation.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Longo, deal with him. This won't be a pleasure. Are you ready to go down, Protect-A-Bot? It's time to send you on your way.
Rat-tat-tat.
I do not. You know what? And this is the thing that really upset me. You're not even allowed to have M80s anymore. You can only have M60s. They banned the M80s. So there's too much. Yeah, too much gunpowder and a little boom boom. Yet you can buy those big giant ball, the big what do they call it? The large fireworks that have the rapport and everything like that, the big exploding ones that sometimes do designs and everything. You could buy them. They've got a lot more gunpowder than a little M80 does, but you cannot buy M80s anymore. They downgraded. You can only get what's called the M60s, which is a lot less black powder.
It's like a firecracker, man. It ain't no, it ain't nothing.
Cherry bomb.
But it's literally a freaking firecracker. Yeah, we had M80s that we flung with slingshots, lighting off of Marlboros and Camels. For
Dude, we had ones that looked like a spent toilet paper roll, like those M120s or whatever. The finger killer.
I mean, think about it, right? The cannonball ones you drop in the tubes have more of a burst than the M80, and like you said, then they do designs and shit. Then you do literally have the ones that sound like cannonballs going off. The ones that boom, 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 and then set those car alarms.
Well, I mean, that's the same thing I was saying, because we've got a couple of those big, large ones.
Yeah.
I would actually try to blow up some of these toys with those, but I think the minute I light that thing, it's probably just gonna. It probably could go anywhere because those things launch upon light, So if I had it on the ground to try to blow up a figure, it ain't gonna work. It might like hit a window or something. Luckily, I got hurricane-proof windows, but still, I don't think I want to take that chance.
No.
All of a sudden, it explodes, and Tommy gets hit with debris, and the next thing you know, the head that was missing is, somewhere you didn't want it.
I was thinking about just using some black powder and maybe some hot glue with the ends of the figure to try to create something that I don't know. It's actually filmed at a high frame rate, and I could slow it down, but the problem is, in order to see what I'm doing, I've got to zoom in really close. So the minute that thing blows up, something like that, it's out of frame, so you can't see it anymore anyway. Because I slowed it down in my editor just ever so briefly, and you could see the first pop or so, and it's already out of screen. And the M100s, illegal. The M80s are illegal. Like I said, they got the M60s, which I mean, it's slightly more than a firecracker. It's still a decent sized thing, but it doesn't have much gunpowder in it. Not really. Them shitties. Yes. Yes. It's been an hour and 60 minutes. There's no sight of just shit ending.
It's okay. I'm glad we work construction and demolition. I'm just saying, because we have licenses for the bigger booms. Just saying. That's the only nice thing about being redneck construction.
No, I've got one more interesting show off here. This is going back into the Fugazi. This is going to the Super Fugazi, and I did a little it's a two-parter, so I did some special intros and outros for the first into the second part. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We're talking KO. We're talking KO Transformers. We're talking about something I picked up at super discount some time ago and finally got around. Boy, was I disappointed. We may be looking at something that is going to wind up getting the Shifty Gizm toy break treatment. Or should I say the Shitty Gizm toy break treatment, because he loves that.
Shitty Gizm.
Yeah, here we go.
We are hanging out with Barnes, the G.I. Joe and BattleBot Pig. He's got a piece of broccoli. He's having a good time in the bed, chilling. It's Barnes. What's up, Barnes? This is a bit of a knockoff. This is something I got cheap at a place called Didi's. So, for the low price of $9.99, knocked down from $13, we are talking about powerful working machine shovel truck. This is basically a knockoff of Scrapper from the Constructicons. A pretty large piece right here, actually. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring out the Hasbro release of Scrapper from the Constructicons. You can see the size disparity in these two. So here we go with our powerful working machine right next to our Studio Series 86 Scrapper. You will see the joints on this thing are loose. This leg, really, these legs are really loose on this. These feet, you can just see them flopping around. There is no tightness to these joints. Even after putting a screwdriver to these joints, forget it, man. Forget it. Like, these joints are so sloppy. And the range of movement that is in this thing is pretty horrible. So the leg itself at the thigh goes back about that far, goes about that far, goes out about that far. Then it's got this other weird joint right here that kind of goes up like this, which is kind of weird. Then it's all got that teeny tiny little knee bend. Then it's got a rock back and forth and a little bit of pivot right here, but this joint is so weak, it can't support the weight of this figure. The arms, that's about it you're getting out of the arms. There's not a whole lot there. The head actually has some decent movement, though. You gotta look down quite a bit, look up, kind of tilt and rock a little bit. I think it's actually got a little bit more movement than the Hasbro one. It's got the turn right there. There is no thigh turn, though, that we're used to seeing on all the figures nowadays. Nothing. So he's got that little elbow joint right there with the turn. And the turn is, it's not even a full 90 degree. It's just under, it's just under 90 degrees. The hands kind of pull out, but they're easy to push back in though. And there's no kind of turn or nothing on these. They're pretty shitty. There's absolutely no waist turn in this thing either. So, yeah, there's really not a lot you could do with this guy. You're not getting this guy in a kneeling pose. You're not getting him much of any kind of pose. He's not going to stand. God, this thing's horrible.
The Fugazi Transformers will return after these messages.
That knockoff had Lou Gehrig's disease.
You know what? He may not function well, and he may be terrible at at posing and just general quality. But the look of him, I think he looks cool. I think the color.
Yeah, the look in the robot mode looks really good. And
nice.
I said DDs. You know, like from what's happening, DDs. What's going on, Padre? And happy. I hope you have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping in for what you can. I know not everybody's got time to hang out. It is what it is. Yeah, remember, just always have fun, man. Have fun. But
DD's nuts.
Yeah, and that store is so horrible, man. So horrible.
Really?
Ugh. I know you've heard Vinnie talk about how shitty that store is. There it is again.
I don't have one. So I don't know. But Ross is getting shitty now too. So I mean,
he's got some shitty oil. Yeah, no, that place is bad. Like think about the worst. Like I don't know, like outdoor flea market. Like real bottom of the barrel flea market that you could go to. That's pretty much what DD's is like, except it's inside of a store. It's a train wreck.
Wow. So how does it stack up to like a Goodwill?
Goodwill is cleaner.
Oh wow. Damn.
Don't get me wrong, they got a few things in DD's that is kind of cheap and everything. Like this guy was $9.99, but it's a real shitty toy. Super Fugazi. I think the blue 56 Chevy that I had in the little outro, the Fugazi Transformers are returning after these messages. I think that one looked 10 times better than that thing from DD's. But I'm going to play the second part for him, and the vehicle form is even worse. I thought it was horrible. Yeah, I thought it was horrible. But here we go.
We now return to the Fugazi Transformers.
It does come with this other weapon right here. It's kind of like almost like a naginata the way it's sitting, or a pole sword. But you can actually break that down as well and just turn it into a short sword also. Kind of a little versatility in there, even though the rest of this figure is kind of sad. So since we can't do much of anything else with this guy and poses and everything, because he just wants to just fall over, like we're just gonna put him in his vehicle form. Kind of about as close as it's going to get. What a piece of shit. If you see these things at DD's, do not buy. This is not even worth the time picking up. Piece of garbage. At least the NBK Devastator set, at least you could transform that damn thing and it didn't look half bad. This, trash. So I took one more shot at it, and after a while, I did finally get this thing to damn transform. It still wasn't easy. It still doesn't port in very well, but I finally did get ported in. I was actually just doing something wrong with the arms. They had to be bent upwards, but yeah, it's very weak in that form. It kind of clips in, but it doesn't really look all that great. It kind of looks like a bit of a disjointed mess. The feet underneath don't port in anywhere at all, and they're sloppy loose underneath. I mean, it's got big giant wheels and it can kind of roll around. It just doesn't look all that great. It really is a shame that for $9.99, I guess you're kind of getting what you paid for this time. Absolutely. We're giving this one a 3 out of 10. This is pretty damn horrible. I mean, there's way too many things. Things don't want to port together right. He can't barely even stand up at all. I haven't seen something with joints this sloppy on it since I did the Armada Starscream that was like just falling all over the place. But at least that one looked really good in both modes, even if it couldn't stand this. Doesn't look so great in this freaking construction vehicle. It looks better in the robot form. Pretty freaking sad. Now, absolute opinion on this one. Like I said, you see this one in the wild, don't waste your time. I think this one might become target practice.
Oh God, dude, the back of that thing, the grill and everything, it looked like the face of a depressed rock monster. Like, oh.
Yeah, you know, like Gap says, it looks real shitty, and RR said it's a disjointed, shitty mess. And $9.99, are you shitting me? That's too expensive. Right, very shitty, says Adam. You could have said that you're on the panel.
Well, I mean, that was while it was live, and
okay.
we're not talking. So, and I was referring into the chat, yeah, very shitty, very shitty, very shitty.
Yeah, and RR, no shit, man. This DD's place, Goodwill looks cleaner. It is horrible. Let's put it this way: I went in with the wife, and she said, "I don't give a shit if you want to go in there." Oh, that's funny how that worked out. I don't give a shit if you want to go back in there. She said she is never going back in that store ever again.
Wow.
And she hates Ross. She would still be willing to go in Ross every once in a while. This DD's place, forget it. Nope.
That says
That's
pigs start boycotting you, boy. Then we know there's a problem.
Dude, well, in clean conscience, they sold you a knockoff Transformer with osteoporosis.
Well, don't you feel representation? Osteoporosis Transformer people?
Ow, my hip, it broke. I kept falling down.
The joints looked as loose as Ajax shit. Yeah, I agree. Gap agrees too.
I still think the color scheme on it is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. The robot thing looked the robot mode looked nice, but those loose joints, dude. Like that's a game like what is it, showstopper? Like you can't even stand up.
Game breaker. Showstopper means it's good. Game breaker. That would be game breaker.
Whatever. That shit's shit.
Yeah. K.O.s, it barely deserved that. And the only reason it got 3 is just because once, like everybody's saying, the robot mode didn't look bad. I didn't mind the colors, and I thought like the Naganato sword that breaks down to a regular sword, like the extras that this guy had, that the one from Hasbro didn't have, I thought was kind of cool. But that's about as far as it went. Like everything else about that thing, what a pile of shit. How much more of this shit do we have left? Well, I have one more piece of shit that builds onto that last turd. So,
I mean, Tommy, are you trying to tell us that it was very shitty?
It was terribly shitty.
This was corn.
This was upper decker material all the way.
It's no!
But
7% shit.
Just brown water.
Not a tip.
Somebody was backed up after that one. So here's the add-on to that one, and here we go.
Oh, there's one more thing, sir.
One thing.
Just one thing.
One other thing.
Just one more thing.
One more thing. One thing.
Oh, one more thing.
Now, right before we get out of here with Barnes, chewing away at the bed, Mr. Barnes. Oh, Mr. Barnes. Oh, Barnesy, why won't you eat your broccoli? Eat your broccoli, Barnes. It's good for you. Before we get out of here with him, I did have another one I was thinking about looking at. This with 999 too, is their version of Hook. And I was actually thinking, well, for only $9.99 a piece, maybe I'd pick them all up and check them all out. Man, after getting through that Scrapper one, the payloader, no thank you. I'll probably take a look at this crane next week, but I'm not expecting anything better from this than from the last one. And like I said, I'm pretty sure both of these guys are going to be up for a toy break video. They're going to get shot. Guys, hope you enjoyed this one.
Man, that's a shame because that looks good in the robot mode and in the box.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
No, yeah, and that's why I picked them up. I mean, you look at that robot form in the box, in the package, $9.99, and it's big as those things are. I mean, you've seen how big that was compared to the Studio Series one. It dwarfed it.
Yeah, it's easily 25 to 30% taller. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still was cool looking.
Yeah.
I say you get them all and then put them together as Devastator, and then you set some M60s all around it. We shoot flaming beads.
It could be a masquerade.
Yeah, but how would you stand it? How would you? Because that thing can't stand under a single bot's own weight. You put it as Devastator. I don't even think it'll hold together. I'll be honest.
There's plenty of McFarlane flight stands that are absolute shit that'll help hold it up. And
There's you could have all the flight stands in the world. Something that big those flight stands are not going to hold that up.
The only thing that's getting that off the ground is Life Alert.
M2000.
Yeah, Barnes won't accept shitty working conditions. Yeah. Gap after dark. Well, folks, the shit is almost over. Sadly, all shit must come to an end. Shifty, you have gotten very silent, my friend. The Shifty's cursing my name right now.
He's over there laughing.
I'm okay. Hey, there's someone I need to mention.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the rumor is, it's this time of year. We're creeping up on the Easter. It's April 5th this year. It's early, and every year, a certain store that's going to be cutting their damn toy. They're going to cut their toys by 50% pretty soon, which is bullcrap. But Target. It's supposedly, the rumor is, this weekend is the weekend for their annual spring sale on toys. I don't know exactly what the savings will be, but the last 2 years they've been awesome, and they've had Target Circle deals that stack on top of the sales. So if you're not a Target Circle member, just sign up. It's free. And just watch out this Sunday about 2 a.m. Eastern when it switches over to the new sales ad or whatever, and check out. You can get some good toy deals. Usually their sales are like $10 off $40 spent, 20 off 75.
You cut out.
Shitty internet.
Circle of shit is coming up. You said, Shitty?
Let's see, he'll be back.
It's always right in the middle when he's about to finish.
Son of a bitch. Okay, what I was saying, their usual savings is $10 off, $40 spent, and then 20 off $75 spent. Right. So that's probably what they're going to do. And then, they'll do sales on top of that during, everything stacks. Just sign up for Target Circle, and you'll get probably extra bonuses and, everything. At Target Circle, check out they'll give you freaking gift cards for buying toilet paper and paper towels throughout the year. Yep. So you can earn gift cards like that. But the big sale is supposedly this weekend for Easter, so check it out.
Nice.
I mean, unfortunately, though, with Target, the shit bullseye. The circle of shit is coming up. You said Shitty. Don't be a shitty puss. But they do say that they love you, Shifty. So there you go. The problem is with Target, and a lot of people have been talking about it, is they've been so understocked with a lot of stuff. Yep. Even if they have these deals,
there's nothing there.
What good is it? They don't have anything.
Well, here's the thing. The problem is most of the time is they give first serve to the people that orders for store pickup. And that's where the stock goes, and then you deal with the resellers and the scalpers. That's the second wave.
eBay.
So just keep checking through the week at your store or look online.
Here's the thing: like for Transformers, right now they got a couple of really cool things that are coming up. They already got the Hound out, so they got Studio Series 86 Hound. Vinnie says he doesn't really like it, but I've seen that Hound before, and it was a pretty decent Hound. I have a couple versions of them. One is called Beatrice or something like that. It's like a tan Jeep. It's still a pretty decent mold. So it looks like they've reused that one for the Studio Series 86. They have also got coming up a couple of other exclusives for Target, where they're doing the Studio Series 86 Prime, just the cab. But they're doing the battle damage from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's going to have like that little piece of metal that Megatron threw into his guts and everything, and the torn up, body and everything. They got that, but it's only the top half that they really did much of it with. So the head looks all messed up, the chest looks right down to like the abdomen area. But then when you get down to the legs and the arms, absolutely nothing was done to that, and they just look normal. They've also got Studio Series 86 Megatron coming up, which is going to be the same thing. It's going to be the battle damage version of it. So,
yeah, but tank or gun?
It's going to be the tank still. They're not going to change the mold.
I didn't think so, but I thought I'd ask.
No, is it the shit or not the shit? Still going through my toilet paper stash from COVID.
Oh wow!
Nice.
My God. Yeah, what good is the shit without any shit? Totally. Yeah, totally.
You gotta have shitty paper for shit.
We need shit to come together. Damn right. Holy shit where no man has shit before. Star shit. Tommy, next week, get your shitty act together. I will try my damnedest, sir.
No promises.
I will try. Hey,
what do you expect from a pig?
Yeah, it's not totally my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get too many things done while my computer was black screening on me. Still got to get that new computer running, and then I'll have to stop having all these damn problems. But let's get back to one more thing with Fugazi. So this one is not on Fugazi Transformers, but this is about Fugazi toys. How many of you guys remember this Fugazi toy line?
Welcome, one and all. I am your Professor Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. And now, we are going to get into some toy history. On today's Toy History Lessons, we'll be delving into Fantasyland as we'll be talking about another short-lived franchise by the name of Dragon Riders of the Sticks. Manufactured by Dimensions for Children, DFC, also known as Multi-Toys Corp., launched around 1981 to 1982 because some of the toys are actually marked 1981, but they may not have been released until 1982, and there is no definitive source to say exactly when these were released. But they were released as the large Dragon Riders of the Sticks fantasy playset featuring molded dragons, demons, wizards, and cardboard dungeons, following other DFC fantasy sets like the Forest of Doom. The action figures were a line of articulated 3.75-inch action figures that followed in 1983 and featured characters like Ragnar the Warrior and Gillis the Ogre. They were often sold carded with fantasy heroes and villains. The figures had 7 points of articulation, so there was movement at the neck, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, but suffered from cheap construction and very often had brittle plastic knee pins. The line built its world through card backs, featuring simple names like the Wizard and Dragon Man, and many others, competing with other fantasy lines like LJN's and AD&D toys. They also included fantasy erasers and small fantasy creature mini cars. Now, despite flaws, the line is remembered fondly as a classic 80s fantasy toy, sought after by collectors for its nostalgic, campy appeal. Complete figures and cardboard parts being quite rare to acquire today, especially in decent condition. Now, because DFC did copy a lot of things that TSR and AD&D Monsters were doing at the time, they were sued and they were threatened, and they had to remove the faces of a few of the figures. They also had to change the name of the Dungeons of Castellan playset to the Demons of Castellan and use new box art. Guys, do you remember, or have you ever heard of, the Dragon Riders of the Styx? Guys, thank you for joining me on this toy history lesson.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't remember that one. That one looked pretty sweet, though.
Cool.
Yeah, got sued by TSR. Had to change the name and the faces of some of the figures.
Yeah, I saw some of the snake guys had their faces like rubbed off.
Yeah, some of those things were kind of cool. There was a few different ones that were similar to the Dragon Riders of Stick. There was, Jesus, the Other World, and there was one other one. But it was kind of the same thing. They kind of like stole from TSR, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
man, they stole from a lot of these fantasy lines.
Do you remember Crystar?
Yeah. We went over that one at one point.
I loved that one, dude.
There was a band called Styx, and I couldn't stand it. Gab never heard of this shit.
Yeah, there was definitely a band called Styx. Come sail away.
Oh no! Oh, that was pretty shitty of you. After we just been told he doesn't like this.
Wow, how shitty.
R says, I agree, Chris. That's the type of shit I was into.
Hell yeah.
And Padre, see, he had a bunch of Crystal toys. So
Dude,
when we were talking about them,
Dragon.
Marvel, their Legends series of figures that they did, they actually put out a Crystar figure and with full articulation in like 6-inch line.
Nice. Yeah, I was surprised how well those were put together because like my mom worked at like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like a consignment shop or whatever. It was called Pips, and they'd always get like Asian toy. Like we got the Korean Shockwave, so it was like the Astro
Magnum.
Yeah. So I got the gray one instead of the cool purple one.
Well, I mean, they also did it in Tandy and Radio Shack as Galactic Man.
Oh yeah. Man.
But there's a lot of them floating around now, and I wish I could have found the one that I have, but there's a lot of people actually selling Fugazi versions of those too.
Oh no.
Fugazi. It doesn't even stop there. I mean, like technically it was not, the original one wasn't Fugazi. I mean, technically, because they're the ones that licensed it off to Hasbro, that Korean toy company. They licensed it. Like Hasbro was just licensing everything from all kinds of different companies to fill figures on the shelves because they weren't designing anything themselves. They were taking everything from Takara, and so they wanted more figures, so they started licensing out from all these different companies.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I remember Feldspar.
How shitty.
Yeah, I had the blue crystal dragon. I had the green and blue, like it was like a weird catapult thing. I had the little purple wizard who was doing the heavy metal hand gesture with both hands. Man, those were the days.
And I'm blanking on their names too because I did a whole segment on there talking about the names of them. But Padre also added in, what is shit in life? Crush your bathrooms. See them flush before you and hear the lamentations of the person in the next stall. That's what she said instead of
Yeah. Can you at least spray? Oh, God. Oh. Never again.
Light a fire. I don't know. Talking all this shit. Yeah, absolutely we are. That's what we do around here. But there we go with that. That was pretty much it. I've got one more thing that I can go over. Technically, it's not Fugazi stuff, but
no.
Yeah, I got one more thing that I could show, and it's going to be a commercial break. So we always try to get a couple commercial breaks in. So I have commercial break, and I have one more Indies toy history, and we're going to leave on something that's actually Transformer related because I want people to have drinks when they leave the end of the show. But here we go with our commercial break. Guys, a lot of fond memories for these, man. So much fun.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
From days of long ago comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe. 5 fearless lion robots. Black Lion, Green Lion, Yellow Lion, Red Lion, Blue Lion.
Go, Voltron Force!
Who together form Voltron. Lion sets each sold separately from Matchbox.
Fearing Cobra Commander no longer has the ability to leave, Destro and Dr. Mindbender comb the tombs of the most evil leaders in history, and from their genetic tissues produce a composite clone, the ultimate Cobra Emperor, Serpentor. Introducing Serpentor, the ultimate Cobra Emperor.
Serpentor, the most evil foe of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe.
Cobra!
Cobra Emperor comes with air chariot.
Yo, Joe!
Now, back to our program.
Man. Serpentor.
He sucked. He sucked.
we were all with
I
Sergeant
command.
Slaughter.
This I command. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No, when Slaughter like knocked his ass off the air chariot and beat the crap out of him, I was like, yeah.
But still, I just can't understand why they couldn't get a good G.I. Joe movie series going. All they had to do was just make the 5-part episodes, like do the Mass Effect, do the Pyramid of Doom or whatever it was, and then do the whole big one where they created Serpentor Rise. Do that. That would be an awesome movie. Maybe do a Snake Eyes, double shot right there in between, and then finish it all. Do a live action version of the movie.
I got a better one. It blows your suggestion completely out of the water. So you do a live, well, not live, but you do a live action version for a TV series, kind of in the vein of Sons of Anarchy.
Yes,
about the Dreadnoks.
Yes, and not only that, you can totally go off of the OG Zartan, not the heavily edited because people got their fifis hurt Zartan. Because I had that card, dude, the one that where he's like he suffered from
psychotic.
Schizophrenia.
Yep.
That's what you could do on the side. Like you could do the G.I. Joe movies and then do that the Dreadnoks on the side, and then build that up. And then tie that into the Dreadnought storyline into like Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, them like doing like spin-off Wolverine type movies on the side, like how they did with X-Men. And then because their backstory is kind of tied with Zartan, and then have that going on the side where you're doing the GI. You can make so much money, but no, Hasbro had no clue. They had no clue how to do it.
Dude,
I couldn't even make a G.I. Joe movie right.
Yeah,
Tommy's suggestion, like, dude, Strike While the Iron is hot. Yeah. Sons of Anarchy and these organized crime gang shows and stuff, like the Breaking Bad stuff. Do that with the G.I. Joe brand. You don't even need to make it G.I. Joe. Like, it's like subtly referenced, but it's the Dreadnoks. It's 100% legitimate Dreadnoks, but you make it like a biker gang from Australia. Or South Africa or wherever the hell, like half the team.
Australia.
Yeah.
More from,
Yeah. It like Dude, I would totally watch that. Like a biker gang violent show. They're hiding out in the swamps of wherever, like they're out in the billabongs of Australia, and like.
Well, here's a funny thing.
Hell.
So in the comics, when they come to America, they're actually hanging out in the Everglades.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Dude, Matt, like Australians and South. I think Buzzer's the one with the chainsaw gun. I think he's from South Africa. But like, yeah, get him like you got all these like the the bogans of the Everglades. Like,
yeah,
that I would love to see that. Like, the more I think about it, I'm like, holy shit, I think Tommy hit like gold.
Yeah, you have them meet Crop Master and
Firefly. You could get Naugahyde, yeah. Or you could get, like the whole formation of the gang. So you got like what was the guy, Thrasher, the one that made the vehicle? Like he was like
the Thunder, Thunder Machine.
Yeah.
Thrasher, yeah. Then you also had the guy with the swamp skiff, which was Zanzibar. He kind of looked like a pirate. Then, of course, you had the big dude, Road Pig.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have like some record executive come down there and they meet up in Florida and be like, hey, you want to start a rock band?
We're cold and slither. You'll be joining us soon.
Biker mice. Yeah, they did make new toys at those Time Prophet. I think it was Nacelle.
They didn't sell well, and they clearanced out at Walmart. You could have got like all three of them for the price of one.
They looked good though. So did the Street Sharks ones they did. Looked really good, man. But at the time, I couldn't afford them because, I think everybody was hurting at the time when all those things came out, and it was like, a lot of shit didn't sell very well. Real quick, and that's what Vinny's doing right now. He's over there promoting the shit out of it because he did sell the shit out of that book.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, made funding in 3 hours.
Hey, Gap, have a good one. Gap says, okay, this was some great shitty fun. I've got to get shitty bed so I can get up and do some shitty stuff tomorrow. I'm sure he wanted to add that, but he was too tired. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks, brother.
But I got one more thing to show, and then we are going to bounce up out of here. Guys, last one for the night. I hope that you enjoy this one.
Better not be shitty.
It better not be. If it'll play.
Welcome, one and all. I am your Professor, Indy, of the Guinea Pig Collective. And now, we are going to get into some toy history. Welcome back with me, Indy, your toy history professor, as we get into another toy history lesson. So, as many of us remember, or maybe not, as I explain the origins of the Transformers mini cars, many of us remember Bumblebee, maybe Cliff Jumper, and then the ever so often forgotten about Bumble Jumper, or who later just got shortened to Bumper car that was never released in the official Transformers Hasbro line. It was, however, available in the Takara Microchange line. Now, many of these cars were based on something else that Takara had created much early on, which was the Kuro Q line. So what were the Kuro Q toys? The Kuro Q toys from Takara were deformed miniature cars that had pullback motors that had a slot in the back end, hence the head on Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, and Bumper that looked slightly out of place that you would place a penny in the slot. This allowed the car to do tricks such as doing wheelies or maybe spinning out of control. So not only did they gain popularity because of their smaller size and affordability, but also because of their deformed aspects. This was very appealing to a lot of young kids, and they also created ones for the collector market that had moving headlights and other sorts of things on there to make them more high-end for those collectors. Created in 1978 and still running to the present, Kuro-Q is still out there for the interested collector. And as is the case with anything that becomes overly popular, Kuro-Q toys became so popular that they even received video games, including this Nintendo 64 video game. And as a side note, in addition to the penny racers, the Kuro-Q pullback cars were also marketed under Tonka late in 1980 as Tonka Turbo Tricksters. Anyway, that has been today's toy history lesson with me, Indy, of the Guinea Pig Collective. Thank you for joining me, your professor, Indy, on this toy history lesson.
Penny racers rock.
Yeah, man. The Kuro-Q toys. Yeah, try to say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, tongue twister.
Kuro-Q toys.
There it is.
Kuro-Q toys.
Uh-huh. Hey, keep going.
Kuro-Q toys.
At some point, it starts getting really shitty. Yep, those toys would never work on carpet, so they only worked in the kitchen where they could trip up mom while she was cooking.
Or the bathroom.
Well, at least
Padre
she was
also
cooking.
said he had a couple of those shits. What was that, 50?
At least she was cooking.
That's right, bitch. Get your ass back in there and cook.
Yeah.
Oh, they took most of your penny racers. But yeah, I mean, that was where the whole idea where they came up with the why Bumblebee and a lot of those things, they were super deformed. Why they looked bad, they just took it from their penny racers, which were, selling very well, and they still sell to this day. And I was very surprised about that they still sell to this day. And some of the high-end ones actually have working headlights and everything like that.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Really?
Yeah, I love those things. Those were better than Matchboxes, in my opinion. Because they fit on the same track.
They totally took them away now. I mean, we ain't got pennies no more, so.
Yeah, they don't make pennies anymore, so hold on to them.
I tried to knock somebody over because I seen a penny sitting on the sidewalk today. I'm like, man, those things are rare.
You make my people proud, Tommy. You make my people proud.
Would you like to round up?
No, down.
But we still call them pennies.
Yeah. It's funny. We don't call them, instead of calling them pence, we call them pennies. So it's like, yeah. And English. I blame Daniel Webster. Or no, which one? Which was it? Was it not Daniel Webster? Whoever it was, the one that Americanized the English language.
Oh God, I wish I could remember, but I
Merriam-Webster.
on it.
Well, that's two people's last names.
Oh, okay. Shit if I know.
But teachers always took the good shit. Yeah. But that is going to be it for tonight. I'm going to get up out of here. I want to take a break. I've had a rough day today. It was just it was a rough day overall. It's been a kind of rough week, but yeah, man, I hope that everybody has a good night, man. Thank you all for stopping in. Everybody who's watching on the replay, thank you for being here. Remember to subscribe to people's channels, help everybody out, because, a lot of us smaller channels, we are not going to get pushed for our YouTube. If we don't get any kind of promotion, we don't get help from you subbing to our channel, stopping in and saying hi every once in a while, just leave a thumbs up on videos, man. We will get absolutely buried because that's just the way YouTube work. And I know some of us, we put a lot of time into this. Some of us, we put a shitty amount of time into this, but we always try to do the absolute best that we can. And with that, I'm going to let my esteemed panelist, my co-host, let you know what they got going on, and we are going to kick it off with...
Hey, I'm stuck! I can't transform! Oh! Thanks! I think.
Chris Ball. Yeah. Not really doing too much. Working on my third Infinito Chronicles book. I'm working with Nerium Nova. So Looking forward to seeing what we can do with Chapter 2 in that book 3 out of the 4 chapters. And in the meantime, if you're interested in Infinitale Chronicles, you can head on over to InfinitaleChronicles.com, and both books are available on Amazon. So, yeah, thanks for having me, man. I had a blast.
Thanks for stopping in. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I had pegged the Infinitale in the description. If I didn't, I'll have to correct that, but I'm pretty sure I did. I'll have to take a look later and make sure that I did. But thanks for stopping in, man. And guys, if you haven't, make sure to check out Chris's work. Make sure you check out Vinnie's. I know Papa was kind enough to leave the link in there earlier because Vinnie he's running the campaign right now. So as soon as that campaign is done running, then he's going to go into fulfilling and everything. And it's going to look like be another really good campaign for Vinnie. And I'm happy that he's gotten off to a nice start. Chris can attest that it's been kind of rough for independent creators lately, and even getting a funding in a short amount of time has just been a nightmare. So
it's been real shitty.
Thank you. But now we are going to hand it on over. Let's see, we're going to hand it on over to.
And that all day long, my foot up a dog's ass, just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
That's
because it's so shitty. So shitty. It's shitty. All right, here we go. So I got nothing going on, but yep, here we go. One more time, real fast, just because. Oh, it just looks kind of sick. Didn't get enough light in here to turn on the glow in the dark backing light, but maybe next time. But yeah, we've got Transformers, and there they are. See, they're up there. They're happy. The true Transformers. Other than that, I will be, I have no idea, wherever, here, there, everywhere. Tomorrow, Friday, I'm sure Vinnie will do the show at 5. So things have changed. And then Sunday, Ash versus Evil Dead, back with Vinnie. So yeah, stay tuned. And then right back here next Thursday.
Man,
for
thank
more
you,
toys.
Adam. Appreciate it, man.
You,
eventually, I'm going to be able to get back into going old school because I still have all the old video games I want to do, and I'm just trying to sort through all the mess. I still have a couple of pig videos that I got to finish getting together and get up on the channel as well. Those are well overdue. But I appreciate you jumping on, my friend. And we got one more person to give his outro, and here we go.
Listen to me! Get me out of here, you fool! Too late, fools! Say nothing, Baroness. I saw the entire catastrophe.
Hey! Yeah, I had a shitty time. No, I had a great time. And listen, I forgot to mention it. We were talking about Evil Dead here. Y'all got the Ash versus Evil Dead shows on Sunday nights. Well, if you want Ash from Evil Dead 1, check your Ross. I saw some NECA figures of Ash from Evil Dead 1. They got them out there right now for $16.99. It looks cool. I'm a bigger fan of Ash from Evil Dead 2, so I didn't pick it up. But they got them out there, so check it out. I don't think I got anything going on this week. I don't know if my show with over there on the Real Review 3000 and Hanstar YT. I don't know if they're getting back up and going this week yet. But yeah, that's all I got. But hey, thanks for having me. And yeah, the shit I'm saying is for real. Yeah.
I couldn't help it. I'm so sorry, Shifty. I did it again. No, thank you, man. Thank you. Not blast again, man. I think. I hope you find the rest of those little teeny tiny things for the little set that you're looking to build together.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you put something together with them all.
I don't care if I don't finish that set. I just got to find Bob. Finish up my Bob's Burgers collection. But
awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
and yeah, guys. Well, I guess I gotta say bye properly. Here we go.
Not bad for an old timer.
Old timer.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody, and Time Prophet. Really good to see you again, and everybody else. Chaos Hoy, RR. Gap After Dark, Padre, man, good to see all you guys. And for everybody that may have been watching quietly in the background, everybody's going to be watching in the replays. Thank you again. It really does mean a lot that you take your time and stop in and listen to us ramble on and have a little bit of fun. It's all about having fun on this show first and foremost. And that's why usually I stay away from all the other bullshit that everybody else does, like, slamming genitalia and car doors, because that's on them. That's not on me. They can keep that misery loving bullshit all to their own in their little corner of the universe, because I don't want it and I don't need it. Life's too short to be that pathetically irritated all the fucking time. I just got no time for it. So this is what I'm going to continue to do every Thursday. Have fun with this stuff with an awesome group of people that are up here having fun, talking about some of the shit that they love just as much that I do. And that's what we're going to do and have a lot of fun. And it's always great to have all you guys along for the ride with us. Guys, can't wait to bring some more awesome reviews next week. We're getting back into the regular reviews. Next week is not going to be Fugazi stuff. It's going to be legit reviews. And we're going to have a little bit of fun. And if you haven't, be sure to check out everybody's, independent projects that got going on, whether it's Chris Fisk, whether it's Vinnie Art with City of Venus 2, Odega Outlaw, or all these other fine gentlemen that are doing independent works that are actually fulfilling them, unlike some of these bigger people that think they're, God's gift to the green earth bullshit, fat slobs that hang out behind pizza parlors. Anyway, don't be like them. Be like people that are actually going to fulfill what they say they're going to fulfill and give you the product that you so rightfully deserve for the money that you're investing in. Guys, remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not think, because your silence and your compliance gives consent. And we will catch you next time. Have a good one. Later, y'all.
Shitty gives them.
You better run, Mojito. You what? I thought you said don't move. That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.